Today we will see the Vim editor because in the following lessons we will start with Bash scripting, and we need an editor to edit a script, and we are going to use Vim for editing Bash scripts. To start the Vim editor, we type the command Vim, and we are in the Vim editor now. These tilde characters show a line that does not exist, so there are no lines here. It is an empty buffer or an empty file content. And to quit from the editor Vim, we just type this colon and Q. So I'm going to type here colon and then Q, and then press enter. Okay. Now we, in order to edit a file, then we can pass a file name to this command Vim. For example, Vim full. Oops. I have some internet connection problem. Full.text. Vim full.text, and then press enter. And now I'm editing the file food.txt, which is actually empty yet. There is no content in it. Now, the editor Vim has two modes. One is the command mode, which is the mode right now, the default mode, and one is the insert mode. In the insert mode, whatever we type in the keyboard, it is inserted as a text, as content of the file. And in the command mode, whatever we type on the keyboard is taken as a Vim command. To start the insert mode, or to switch from the command mode that we are right now to the insert mode, we should press I. So this I will switch to insert mode. I'm pressing I, and now I'm in the insert mode. And you notice this status here, which says insert. Now we are in the insert mode. I can type some text now. For example, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, or whatever, something like this. Now, how do I save this text? Because I've written something, but it is not saved yet. In order to save it, first of all, I press escape to switch from the insert mode to the command mode. And then I type W and column and W for write, and then press enter. So here at the editor, I press escape. And now you see there is no insert mode here. And now I press column and then W, and then press enter. And here, this status message shows that the file with name food.txt has been saved. It has 1 line and 45 bytes. So written is it is saved. Now, to move around in the Vim editor, we can use the characters H and L for to move left and right. So if we look at the keyboard, H is on the left and L is on the right of the keyboard. So if I press H a couple of times, then I can move to the left. And now if I press L, which is on the right side of the keyboard, then I can move to the right. And to move up and down, we can use J and K. J is to move down and K is to move up. We will practice them later. Some other ways to move the cursor around is to press 0. For example, if I press 0, I go to the, so first of all, we have J moves to the left. J moves to the left, and L moves to the right. And we have H move. H is for the left, H to the left, L to the right, and then J moves down, and K moves up. And if I press 0, I jump to the beginning of the line. For example, right now I press 0, and the cursor goes to the beginning of the line. The cursor is this thing here, which shows where is going to go the input. If I type some text, for example, it is going to this place, to the place of the cursor. And if I 0 goes to the beginning, and with $, I can go to the end of line. So let me try it here. I press $, and I go to the end of line. And I can move with B backwards by one word. So if I press B, it goes one word back, B. And if I press W, I go backwards, forwards by one word. So word, word, word. So W is one word forward.
Hello.
Yes, Anton.
Okay. I think I'm missing an important step in the after having written it with semicolon W.
Yes.
Yes. I'm missing a step to the H for left. What happens in between?
You press column and W and press enter, and then nothing in between, just H. H moves the cursor one character to the left, and L moves one character to the right. L. So I'm pressing L, H, 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 and then L, 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 L. So we are moving the cursor around. We are learning how to move the cursor around the buffer, the text.
Oh.
And we can move one character to the left with H and one character to the right with right. J one line down and K one line up. We are not practicing these yet. We are going to practice them later. And then I'm practicing also 0 to go to the beginning of line, and $ to go to the end of line. So if I am here, I can press $, and I go to the end of line. I press 0, and I go to the beginning of line.
Okay.
I jump to the beginning.
I think in my CliShell, the reaction was a bit slow, so it didn't work at the beginning. Okay, clear. Thank you.
And also some other ways to move are with B, back one word. So one word backwards, and W, one word forward. So if I am here, I press W, I go one word forward, and I press B, I go one word backwards. And also capital B and capital W can be used for the same purpose, but they also ignore so capital B and capital W move one word backward and forward, but they ignore any punctuation marks. So if there are any punctuations, they will not be treated as separate words. But let's see them later. We can see them later. So we can combine these commands. So this W is a command. This B is a command which tells the cursor to move, and so on. L and J are commands because we are in the command mode. So these are considered as editor commands. But if we give a number in front of a command, then this command will be repeated that many times. For example, if I press 3 and W, it means that it is the same as pressing WWW, which means that it will move 3 words forward. For example, I press 3 and W, and it is going 3 words forward. Let me press, for example, 2 and W. It is moving 2 words forward. Now, let me press, for example, 5 and B. It is moving 5 words backwards. Or if I press, for example, 20 and L, it is moving 20 characters to the right. Or if I press 10 and then H, it is moving 10 characters to the left. So we can write a number in front of a command, and then that command will be repeated that many times. So it is like multiplying the command with a number, repeating a command that many times. So we have seen how to move the cursor around. We will see some more later, but for now it is okay. Let's see how to do some more editing to the text. How to insert more text. We have seen that the command I. So if I'm here, I press I will switch to the insert mode, but it will be inserting at this place where the cursor is. If I want to append to the end of the text, to the end of the line, I should press capital A. So with capital A, it is to start appending at the end of the current line. So let me press capital A. With capital A, it goes to the end of line, and it is in insert mode. Insert mode means that whatever I type, now it is text for the content of the file. So let me type some more text. So I'm adding more content to the file. Now I can press enter, and I can add another line, for example, line 2, and then some more lines, and then enter. And so on. Now to save the file or the buffer, we switch from the insert mode to the command mode, and then write. So we switch with escape to the command mode, and then W and column and W, and then enter. So let me press escape, and then column and W, and then enter. And the file is written. The file has 5 lines and 87 bytes. Now, some other commands to move around the text. If I type 1G, I go to the first line of the buffer with 1 and G. So this one is the first line, and then G is to go to that line. So 1G, it goes to the first line. If I type just G, it goes to the last line of the buffer. So with G, it goes to the last line. And if I press, for example, 3G, it will go to the line number 3. So 3G goes to the third line. So this is how we can jump to buffer. And actually, let also see the commands J and K. So if I press J, I go one line down. J again, one line down, and then K, I am moving one line up. So with L, I am going to the right. With H, I am going to the left. With J, I am going down, and with K, one line up. Now, let me go again to the third line. I press 3 and G to go to the third line. Another way, another command to switch from the command to the insert mode is lowercase o. So lowercase o is open a new line under the current line. And there is also capital O, which means open a new line above the current line. And with the command U, I can undo the last command, the action of the last command. So let me press lowercase o. So it is opening a new line under the current line, and now we are in insert mode. We can start typing. Let me press escape, and U. So escape is to switch to the command mode, and the command U is undo the last. Now I'm at line 3. Let me press capital O with shift and O. Capital O. It is opening a line above the current line, and I'm in insert mode. I can start typing text and inserting text. But right now I don't want to insert more text, so I will press escape to go to the command mode and press the command U, undo, to undo the last action. If we want to delete some text in Vim, we can use the command X, which deletes the character at the current cursor. And we can also use the command D. First of all, let me go to the first line, 1G to the first line. And then let me go to some place in this line. For example, 5W. 5W, it is moving 5 words forward. And now I can press X a few times to delete a few characters, and then press U several times to undo. For example, so let me write it here. X is to delete one character, and U is to undo, of course. We have seen it before as well. And if I type, for example, 5X, it will delete 5 characters. And then if I press U, it will undo this action. So let me type a few times X. It is deleting the character under the cursor. And then let me undo U. So it is possible to undo several actions. All the actions that I'm doing on the buffer are in a list, and Vim remembers them. And if I press U several times, it is going to undo all of them. Now let me type 5x. 5x, it is going to delete 5 characters. 5x. It is deleting 5 characters. And then let me press U again to undo. This word is back. So besides the command X, which deletes one character, there is also the command D for deleting something. Now, what it is deleted depends on the specification that comes after D. For example, DW is going to delete one word. And for example, 5DW is going to delete 5 words. And because I'm using capital W, it doesn't matter the punctuation marks are not considered as separate words. For example, with capital W, this is a single word. But with lowercase w, this is a word, and this is another word. With lowercase w, with uppercase W, this is a single word. So punctuation characters are considered as part of the word to which they are attached. So let me try this. For example, DW. I'm pressing D and capital W. It is deleting one word. And let me press U, undo. And now 5DW. 5DW. It is deleting 5 words. And let me undo with you. We can also delete from the cursor to the beginning of the line. For example, if I press D and 0, it means delete from the cursor to the beginning of line. Or if I press D and $, it means delete from the cursor up to the end of the line. And if I type DD, it is going to the current. It is going to delete the whole line. And we can combine these commands with numbers, or we can prefix them with numbers in order to multiply the action. For example, 3DD is going to delete 3 lines from the current. It's pressing DD 3 times, which means it is going to delete 3 lines. Or if I say D and G, G marks the end of the line. So if I type just G, I'm going to go to the end of the line. But if I press DG, it is going to delete from the current line to the end of the file. Sorry, this is the end of the file. So if I just press G, I go to the end of the file, to the last line. But if I press DG, then it means delete from the current place, from the current line to the end of the line. And if I press D for G, now this for G means go to the fourth line, but D for G means delete from the current line to the fourth line. So let me test this one. D0. It is deleting from the cursor to the beginning of the line, or from the beginning of the line up to the cursor. And then undo. Let me type 5W. Now, let me delete from the cursor to the end of the line, $. It is deleting from the cursor to the end of the line, and undo again. Now, let me press this double D, or DD. Okay. DD, it is deleting the current line, and then undo again. Now, 3DD, it is deleting from the current line 3 lines, and undo. Let me press D capital G. D capital G, it is deleting from the current line up to the end line, to the last line, and then undo. Now, this one, D for G, it is going to delete from the current line to the fourth line, because 4G jumps to the fourth line. So let me try D for G. It is deleting up to the fourth line, and then undo again. Now, when we delete some text, it is actually placed in a buffer, in a paste buffer, and we can place this text somewhere else. In order to paste it after the cursor, we can use the command P. To paste it before the cursor, we can use the capital P. So this P means paste after the cursor, and capital P means paste before the cursor. What does it paste? It is pasting the text that is in the paste buffer, and when we delete something, it goes to the paste buffer, and we can place it somewhere else, or we can paste it somewhere else. For example, let me try 5x and then P. So 5x, it is deleting 5 characters, and then P. You see that with P, it is coming after the character, the location of the cursor. Now, to undo, I press twice U. So I press U, because I undo the paste, and I undo the delete as well. Now let me try again 3x. It is deleting 3 characters, and now capital P. With capital P, it is going to paste it before the cursor. Capital P before the cursor, and UU, of course, undo it. And let me delete some words and paste them to after the end of the line. So 5DW is going to delete 5 words, and then I will press $ to go to the end of line, and then P to paste these 5 lines to the end after the cursor at the end of line. So 5DW deletes 5 lines, and then $, and then P. It is pasting, the deleted text is being pasted here at the end of the line. Now to undo, I can press UUU because I did 3 actions. So I'm going to reverse all 3 of them. So you I pressed it more than once. Let me type again. I or let me try. Let me see if it is saved. Okay, it has been saved. So I typed this quit. So this is quit to exit from Vim, but this exclamation point tells it not to save the changes. So quit without saving. And then the deleted lines were not saved, and I loaded the saved buffer. So let me try another example. DW is going to delete from the cursor to the end of the line, and then I will press 0 to go to the beginning of line, and then I will press capital P to paste the deleted text at the beginning of the line. So $, deletes up to the end of line, and then 0 goes to the beginning of the line, and then capital P is pasting it before the cursor. Now you undo, and then another undo. There are I should just type twice undo, because this is not an edit. This is a movement. This is pasting. It is making a change, but this is just a movement, and this is also an edit because this is delete. So this is delete. Go to the beginning, and then paste. So in order to undo, I have to press just twice the command U, undo, not 3 times. And let me try another example. DD, delete the current line, and then paste, and then it will paste it. It will paste it below the current line, and then undo, and then capital P to paste it above the current line, and then undo. Both undo the paste and undo the delete. So let me try DD. It is deleting 1 line, including the end of line. And now P. With P, it is pasting below the current line. Now I press U to undo, and press capital P. Capital P it is pasting it above the current line. And now undo twice. U. Now instead of the command D, we can use the command Y, which means young. So young is like a copy, young or copy. So instead of deleting some text, we can copy it and go and paste it somewhere else. So if I copy if I want to copy 5 words, or if I want to copy 1 word, I can press Y and W. So copy 1 word, and then with P, I can paste it after the cursor, and then U undo, and then with capital P, I can paste it before the cursor, and then with U, I can undo the last paste. So I'm here, I can press Y and W. I've just copied this word in the paste buffer. Now I press P. P, it is pasting it after the cursor, and the cursor was at this T. The cursor was here. The cursor was here, and so it was pasted after that character. Now I undo the paste with U, and then paste it before the cursor with capital P before the cursor, and undo again. Now I can copy five words and then paste and then undo. So 5 young word, and then paste before the cursor and then undo. So 5 young word. I don't see any change here because it is just copying these five words here in the paste buffer. And now capital P, it is pasting these words before the cursor. And let me undo this. And similar to DD, we have the command YY to copy the existing line. So with DD, we delete the current line. With YY, we copy the current line to the paste buffer. So YY. And now let me press lowercase p, paste below the current line, and then undo. Or I can press capital P to paste above the current line, and then undo. And let me try, for example, with 3YY to copy 3 lines from the cursor. So 3YY. I've copied these 3 lines here, and now let me press lowercase p. They are pasted below the current line. Undo, and then capital P. They are pasted above the current line. Undo again. And again, I can copy from the current line to the end of line with Y and capital G. So Y and capital G is going to copy from the current line to the last line. So let me try Y and capital G. And now capital P, it is going to paste it above the current line. And then undo. Or let me move 3 words forward, and I can copy from the current position to the end of line. So this young $sign means copy from the current position to the end of line. And then with 0, I jump to the beginning of file. And then with capital P, I can paste the copied line, the paste buffer before the cursor. And then I can finally undo it. So let me try Y $, and then 0 of line, and then capital P. It is pasting the line it copied. So this is from the position of the cursor until the end of line, the part that was copied, and then undo again. In order to join a line with the next one, we can use capital J. So capital J to join the current line with the line above it. So let me try, for example, 3G. Go to the third line, and then press G, and then press G again. So actually, it is joining the current line with the line below. And let me undo. Undo twice. Undo. Now let's see some search and replace. To find the character in the current line, we can press F and the character. For example, let me go to the first line with 1 capital G. Go to the first line, and then find character A, F A. It is finding the first occurrence of A. But if I press a semicolon, it is going to find the next occurrence. So with semicolon, it is going to the next A on the same line. To move the cursor to the next occurrence of a word or phrase, we can use the command / and then we can type the word or the phrase. So these are searching commands so far. So if I'm searching for the word line, for example, I can press I can press / and then type line, and then type enter, and then it is going to find the next line, the next location that contains this word. So let me try it, / and then line. So it is coming to this location. Now to go to the next place that matches this word, I can press N. So with N, go to the next match. So let me try N. Enter. And then now the search is complete with an enter. And now I can press N to go to the next match, and then N again to go to the next match, and so on, to find the next word. Now to replace a word with another, we can write a command like this. For example, this column, which gives us a prompt here at the bottom line, and then this percentage, and then this substitute, So this column is giving us a prompt here at the last line. This percentage means the whole buffer. So it means that do this command, the following command in the whole buffer. This command is substitute. This is the word to match, and this is the replacement. So I'm replacing this capitalized line with lowercase line in buffer here in the whole buffer. So let me try it. These are similar to set command, percentage, and then substitute line, and then enter. And it has replaced all the words in the buffer. And then with undo, the powerful command undo, we can undo all the last editing. So the last edit command. And this percentage actually is the same as saying $1, $. So from the first line to the last line. So this dollar sign in this context means the last line. So percentage or $1, means the whole line. Or I can say 1,3, for example, from the first line to the third line. But if I want to say from the first line to the last line, then I can use this this dollar sign, which signifies the last line of the buffer. And I can add a modifier here, G, which means replace all the occurrences in the line, because this is similar to the sed command. So if you remember the command sed, we use a similar command, replace, substitute. And by default, it is going to replace only the first occurrence. But if I add a G, it is going to replace all occurrences. And if I add a C modifier, then it is going to ask for confirmation for each replacement that it is making. So let me try this this command. So column $1, substitute, and then G, and then C for confirmation. And now it is asking here, it is finding the first occurrence, the first match, and then replace with line. And then we have these options: yes, no, replace all, quit, stop replacing, L, last replacement, replace this one and then stop. And then Control E, Control Y, which means scroll down and up to see the content. So let me press yes for the first match. It is replacing the first one, and it is asking for the first match. Let me say no for this one, and then now let me press A to replace all the remaining matches. A, it is replacing all of them, and of course I can undo this action with U, and then with U again. Now we can exit from Vim without saving. I told you also before with this quit and then exclamation point. So let us quit from this editor without saving changes. Colon, Q, and exclamation. Now, let's see how to edit more than one. It is possible to edit multiple files with Vim. And let's create another test file for editing. So the command, the output of this command, we are going to save to the file this ls output dot text. So this is the content of this file. Now we can edit two files, vim foo.txt and ls output. We can edit both of them and press enter. Now we are placed on the first buffer by default. We can see a list of buffers with the command buffers. So let me try here. And here we see that we have two buffers. One is foo.txt and one is ls output .txt. And we can press enter to continue. To switch from the current buffer to the next buffer, we can use the command bn, buffer next, move to the next buffer. And to switch to the previous buffer, we can use the command bp, move to the previous buffer. So let's try bn a couple of times. So bn and then enter. We are switched to the next buffer. Let's try bn again, bn, and then again, bn. Now let's try bp a couple of times, bp, bp, and then bp again. Or we can switch with a buffer number, for example, buffer 1 or buffer 2. Go to the first buffer, go to the buffer number 2. So we are at buffer number 1 right now. Let's try buffer 2. And we go to the second buffer, and buffer 1, we go to the first buffer. It is also possible to add more files to the current editing session. So if we are editing a file, then we can load for editing another file. So first of all, quit from this Vim session without saving with Q and exclamation point. And we are quitting from both of them. Now let's start to edit only the first one, and then later we will load for editing the second file. So vim foo.txt, and we can use the command edit and then ls output .txt. And this is going to load this file as well for editing. So edit ls output .txt. And let's see the list of buffers. So right now we are editing two buffers. While we are editing multiple files, it is possible to copy a portion of one file into another file that we are editing. This is done usually using the usual yank and paste commands. For example, let's go to the buffer one. So press enter here, and then go to buffer one, and let me go to the first line, 1G, and I press double Y to copy the current line. So let me press YY, and then BN to go to the next buffer. BN, go to the next buffer, and then let me press 5G to go to the fifth line, and then P to paste. And now I'm pasting the text that I copied from the other buffer. And let's quit again without saving anything. So this example showed how to copy some text from one file and then paste it to another file or to another buffer. And it is also possible to insert an entire file into one file that we are editing. For example, let's start editing the file lsoutput.txt. .txt. Now let's go to the third line, for example, and then I'm going to read the command. I'm going to read the content of the file. So I'm going to use the command read and then foo.txt. This is going to read the content of the file foo and place it to the current location of the cursor. So colon read foo.txt and then enter. And here we get the content of file foo.txt, insert it into this file. Now I can save this modified buffer to a file with a different name, so to another file. So let me type w1.txt. So I saved it to this file, and I'm continuing to edit this file, the new file that was created. But the old file actually is unmodified. So if I save and quit, right quit, and I see text files here, I have this foo1.txt that I just saved. Let me check the content. It is the modified file, but I also have this lsoutput.txt, which actually is unmodified. Oh, maybe we have modified it before. Oh yes, with this command, we save the current content of the buffer to this file, and we continue to edit the the first file. So we were still editing the file ls output.txt, and then later when we exited with write quit, we saved it to this file as well. If we instead exited with quit and exclamation point, then this file would have been unmodified. To learn more details about the Vim editor, there is a command which is called Vim tutorial. So it is like a tutorial. And it is giving some information. So I'm moving down with J. And it is saying, now make sure that caps lock is not pressed. And then press J key enough times to move the cursor so that the lesson 1.1 completely fills the screen. So I'm moving J a couple of times until I see the whole second lesson. And now it is showing the keys that are used to move the cursor around. H is to go left, J is to go right, K goes one line up, and J one line down. And we can move to lesson 1.2, exiting Vim, and so on. So it is like an interactive tutorial, step by step. It is advisable to finish this tutorial by yourself. Now let's type quit, colon and quit, and then enter to exit the Vim tutorial. Another editor that is used sometimes is Emacs, and Emacs is also a tutorial, but let's skip Emacs because it is more for development, for writing programs and developing applications. Vim and Nano Nano editors are enough for system administration and basic stuff. Actually, Vim is a powerful editor, and it can be used for writing programs as well. But some people prefer Emacs better than Vim. So let's stop here this lesson, and then we'll continue next time.